Hey, what is up my friends? Welcome to my training class, and today I'm going to show you guys how to go out there and find buyers who want to buy from you. Buyers that are hungry to spend money with you. And I know it's a big problem for a lot of people. It's probably one of the biggest struggles that I see from people, finding the right buyers. A lot of people seem to struggle to actually, find buyers for their inventory. So what I'm going to show you today is how to find the right buyers. There's a lot of different ways, there's a lot of different methods, and what I teach is how to do it all online. You can do it all online through email and contacting people through their own website, for example. There's a lot of buyers out there. It can be tricky finding the right buyers because there's a lot of buyers that can be a waste of time. You can spend a lot of time, working on buyers that you find or potential buyers. Sometimes it's difficult actually selling them stock. And I'll give you reasons why it's probably difficult and why you're struggling to actually do business with these buyers that you're trying to sell to. That can be a few different reasons, because sometimes there might be the right buyer, but it might be the wrong inventory that you're offering this buyer, and it might be the wrong price as well. So there are a couple of things. The reason you might be struggling to find buyers is that when you approach buyers with your surplus inventory that you want to sell to them, it might be the wrong surplus inventory for that buyer. It's just the wrong type of surplus inventory for that buyer. And of course, more importantly, the wrong price. You want to be looking for buyers for that inventory that you've got, and you know that they would be potentially interested in that inventory before you have even approached them. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few different methods. What I want to say is as well regarding finding buyers, you're not going to grow your business unless you are actually finding new potential buyers each week. Okay, you need to be finding new potential buyers each week. And so what you want to be doing is each day make maybe 2 new contacts each day, 2 potential new buyer contacts each day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Over the week, that's 10 potential new buyer contacts that you've made. 10, okay? Over a month, that is 40 potential new buyer contacts that you have made. That is a lot of potential buyer contacts, 40, and that's just from making 2 new contacts a day, which is just simple. And the many options that I'm going to give you to go find potential buyers are going to really, they're going to really give you the tools to understand that when you actually go and find some surplus inventory, you are in a position where as soon as you find that surplus inventory, pallets or truckloads or whatever, you know who you're going to be offering that to. Okay, you know who you're going to be offering that inventory to, and because I'm going to explain to you exactly how. Now, I spent many years of trial and error trying to work out what kind of buyers to approach. Now, there's a lot of different types of buyers. Okay, let me show you. So these are the different types of buyer contacts that you can make, and believe it or not, these are all potential buyer contacts. So let's start with manufacturers. Did you know that you can actually sell surplus inventory to manufacturers? You can, yeah. And I do it, and don't think they're not a potential buyer contact, because manufacturers are in the market to buy surplus inventory if it's something that they use in their manufacturing process and they can get their hands on some of that product a lot cheaper than normal, assuming they're not actually manufacturing that product themselves. So what I mean by that is a lot of manufacturers buy in various parts, components, materials to make that finished product with. So all these parts, components and materials, a lot of them buy in from other manufacturers. And for example, let's look at a pair of jeans. Just a rough example, a pair of jeans. What is the composition of a pair of jeans? What is that made up of? Well, obviously the material, the fabric. Okay, so rolls of fabric, zippers. So they've got zippers on them, haven't they? Studs, metal press studs, and cotton, obviously cotton to sew it all together. So all these little things are things that they need in that manufacturing process. Now, if you found a surplus inventory of, say, for example, some denim fabric, a big stock of surplus denim fabric, then a manufacturer of jeans that can buy that denim fabric a lot cheaper than they would normally buy it in for, they're going to be interested. Zippers. I've done deals on zippers. I've done deals on truckloads of zippers that are used in clothing, any type of clothing. And so, all these parts and components that you can find that are, on a surplus and clearance deal, you potentially can actually sell that on to a manufacturer, okay? Not only a manufacturer, but you can sell it on to an importer. Or distributor. Okay, an importer or distributor, they might be interested in that type of obviously not parts and components like manufacturers, but you can sell surplus inventory to importers and distributors. Why? Because if they are in a specific industry, if they are in a specific niche, say for example, they import electronic consumer products, then obviously they've got their own big customer base. They've got their own customers that they sell to that buy electronic consumer products. So if you offered them a great deal on an electronic consumer product, they know they've got customers for that product, and if they think they can make money off that, then they will gladly buy that surplus inventory from you. Okay, so if you are if you are finding specific surplus inventory in a specific niche or product category, then importers and distributors within that product category could be interested in that surplus inventory. And I sell to importers and distributors that are focused within a specific industry or a specific niche. So obviously, who else can you sell to? Wholesalers. So again, wholesalers, very broad. There's a lot of general wholesalers. When I say general, that means that they deal in a big range of things. Or there are wholesalers that actually are specific to a product category. You might find wholesalers that are maybe just toy wholesalers. Maybe they are just cosmetics wholesalers. Maybe they are electrical wholesalers. Maybe they are clothing wholesalers. So these types of wholesalers, they might not be in the surplus stock industry, but if you put a deal in front of them and that deal is related to their industry that they're involved with, then they're going to be interested, because the price levels that you're offering it out at, okay, the price levels that you're offering it at, they are going to be very tempting for them, especially when they have a big network of customers, okay. They've got lots of little retail customers. If you sold them a truckload of some surplus inventory that product is related to their industry, okay, then they can easily buy that off you, and they can easily sell that to their customer base. They can move a pallet here and a pallet there, or a few hundred cases here and a few hundred cases there. They've already got their customer base already set up. So what I tend to do a lot in my business is I sell a lot of stock to wholesalers. And the reason I do that is because that takes a lot of workload off me, because what I'm basically doing is I'm buying and flipping that inventory on to a wholesaler, and I'll let them bring that into their warehouse, and I'll let them sell that off in smaller lots to their smaller customers. That saves me a lot of time, actually, finding these little customers to sell to. I don't really want to get involved in all that. For me, it's a lot of time, and it takes up more time for me to sell off a big lot to a load of smaller customers. I would rather sell a surplus inventory, the whole lot, to one wholesaler, one big wholesaler, and then let them sell it off in smaller bits to their little customers. Okay, they've got lots of little customers, and so they're in a position where they can actually move that stock to their little customers. All I have to do is buy that inventory and flip it all straight onto them. And for me, that's very time and cost effective. I'm quite happy making less profit on the deal and just buying it all and moving it all straight on to a wholesaler, and let that wholesaler spend time selling it off in smaller bits. Okay, I don't want to be doing that. I want to move on to the next deal, and this is what I teach in my coaching program, guys. So I like to just buy it and flip it, and more than happy to buy it and flip it on to a big wholesaler and let them bring it into their warehouse and then sell that, big lot. It could be a few thousand units. They could sell off, 100 units here, 100 units there to their smaller customers. That's the trick of this business, is to, buy a big lot and move it all straight on, rather than buy a big lot and then move it on in small lots to lots of different buyers. No, I don't get involved in all that. I need to be very time effective. So I will work on a slightly smaller profit margin and move it all on to a big wholesaler, and then let them move it in smaller lots. So guys, if you're finding, a big lot of inventory, instead of, buying it and tying your money up in that and bringing it into a warehouse and then, moving a few hundred cases, a few hundred units here, a few hundred units there, or a pallet here and a pallet there, why bother doing all that? It's too much of a headache. In this business, which is very fast moving, you always want to be looking to the next deal all the time, and you want to see the back of inventory very quickly. Don't be tying money up. This is what I'm teaching, guys. Don't be falling in love with inventory and bringing it into a warehouse and then selling it off in smaller lots. Okay, when you find that surplus inventory, the number one priority is to move that surplus inventory straight on to someone, okay, in one go. That's the trick. Move it all on in one go. Flip it straight on. Let them do what they want to do with it. Let them move it in smaller lots to their little customers. All you want to do is you want to buy it and flip it without even tying money up in that inventory, without even seeing that inventory, okay, without holding that inventory, without any storage costs, okay. You just want to be concentrating, and this is what I teach, you want to be concentrating on just flipping that inventory straight on to a buyer that will take that whole quantity, okay. So these are your buyers here, guys. Your manufacturers, importer, distributors, wholesalers, and of course there's one more place, retailers. Okay, so retailers, retailers, very broad, and obviously you've got little retailers, you've got big retailers, but you've got a big network, a big sea of retailers now online, and even a lot of the old bricks and mortar retailers on the high street, they're all online as well now. So you can buy and sell big lots to retailers. Obviously, smaller lots that you might find maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 pallets of some surplus inventory. You can flip that straight onto a retailer, okay? Plenty of good retailers to sell to online. And again, a lot of these retailers can be either general or they can be specific to a product category. They could specialize in a specific product category. So, like I said before, with wholesalers, a retailer might specialize in just like toys, children's toys, for example. If you find some surplus inventory of some toys, you can actually go and find online retailers, and all they actually sell is toys. Okay, so you're halfway there. This is what I'm trying to teach in my coaching programs. You're 50% of the way there doing the deal, because you already know that they are in that industry. You already know that they are in that niche. You know that all they sell is toys. So if you're finding surplus inventory of toys, then guys, you're halfway there if you go and show it to online retailers who are in the toy business. And of course, if you're showing them a surplus inventory deal that's highly discounted, they could be very interested. They might do a special offer on that stock. They might sell it in a bundle with other products. They might give it away, they might do a promotion on the front page of their website. Lots of different methods. They might use that product as an upsell or a downsell, So when someone goes on their website and buys something from them, then a pop-up comes up on the screen and says, would you like to buy this as well at a very special discounted price? And so a lot of these online retailers do lots of these special offers and promotions. And if you approach these people and you show them a surplus inventory of products that are related to what they're already selling, they're going to be half interested already. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you where to find these buyers. Okay, now these are your buyers. So obviously you've got your manufacturers, importers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, and online retailers. Where do you find them? Okay, I mean, obviously the first place you're looking is Google. Google searches. So Google searches, obviously, you know, you can spend hours and hours doing searches on Google. And what I teach in my coaching program are certain methods to actually really deep dive into finding the right types of buyers. Because a lot of people, you know, you can do lots of Google searches, but that doesn't mean you're going to find the right types of buyers. And so there's a lot of methods here of finding the right types of buyers. And a lot of the methods I use are specific keywords, okay? Specific keywords that you type in. So what you want to be doing is you want to be searching for retailers and wholesalers on Google who are specific to either the product category that you are involved with, or the product category that you have some surplus inventory in, for example. So what I mean by that is, if I had a inventory of, say some baby products, okay, I would be searching on Google for potential buyers of baby products. So how am I gonna find buyers of baby products on Google? Well, I'm going to be looking for maybe wholesalers and retailers who are related to the baby products industry. You know, they are already in that industry. They actually have a business that sells baby related products, okay? So if I'm going to go to them and offer some stock of baby products, then they could be half interested, okay, because they're already selling that type of product. So another great place, which to me is probably like the best place to find potential buyers, okay, and it's very, very underrated place, and you want to be going onto LinkedIn. If you're not already a member on LinkedIn, you want to go to linkedin.com and you want to sign up and you want to make a profile on there. And it's basically Facebook, but a business version. So it's business related, and you know, companies, all literally, I mean, I think there's 500 million people on there. There's 500 million people on LinkedIn from lots of different companies, or they have their own company. And you can actually do searches on there. So LinkedIn. So there's a lot of potential buyers that you can find on LinkedIn. And again, it comes down to specific searches that you do in the search box on LinkedIn. And you know, you can find people related to a specific industry, a specific product category, a specific job position. There's so much information you can find on there. And you know, I'm making, again, like I said before, making new buyer contacts every day. I'm making new contacts on there every day, and you know, I'm successfully buying from a lot of contacts from there, and I'm successfully selling to a lot of contacts on there. You need to just get onto that platform and get proactive on it every single day. You know, you can get the app on your phone. I can just sit on the app on my phone on a night and spend an hour just making new contacts and, you know, talking to people, start communicating with people. Okay, and another great platform is Facebook. Now, Facebook, obviously, it's not just for, you know, putting pictures on of what you've had for dinner and, you know, videos of cute cats. Facebook is, again, it's really underrated as far as business is concerned, because, you know, most people use it as a social platform. And yes, it's mainly used as a social platform, but underneath that social side, there is a great opportunity to do business on Facebook. Why? Because Facebook is now a place where most companies have a Facebook page. So, you know, most companies now have their own page on Facebook. They don't just have their own website, and they're not just on LinkedIn and maybe other places. They are active on Facebook, because the reason they are is because, you know, their customers are on Facebook. You know, a lot of companies who have their own company page on Facebook, they're doing, you know, they're selling to the consumer. A lot of their products, they're selling to the consumer. So, you know, they might as well be on the Facebook platform with their Facebook page, advertising their company, advertising their business and their products. So, yeah. So, again, you can do some great searches on Facebook for specific product categories, you know, for wholesalers, for retailers, again, under specific product categories, using specific keywords. And again, I teach this in one of the modules. I really deep dive into this and show you some really great tips and secret methods on finding and building buyer contacts on the Facebook platform. And it's not just company pages, there's groups as well. Now, a lot of you obviously are on Facebook, and you might already be in specific groups, maybe stuff that you're interested in. Well, there's a lot of groups that are specific to this industry, you know, surplus inventory industry. There's a lot of buy and sell groups. There's a lot of people on there. There's a lot of contacts on there that you can potentially sell to. So yeah, Facebook platform is very underrated for business, but there's a lot of business to be done on Facebook, trust me. And I really deep dive into this on one of the lessons in, I think it's module 5, I'm not sure, one of the modules on my coaching program, and I show you some great methods to find buyers through the Facebook platform. Here we go. Next place to find buyers: eBay, Amazon. Okay, eBay and Amazon. So the great thing about eBay and Amazon is that is full of sellers, okay, with shops. So there's a lot of eBay and Amazon sellers with shops selling their stuff. And, you know, it might sound crazy, and a lot of people don't think this, but I know they're all sellers on there, but they're all potential buyers as well, guys. Okay, so there might all be sellers on there, but they all have to buy stuff in to sell on these platforms. Okay, so, you know, eBay and Amazon sellers, where do you think they get all their inventory from? Obviously, a lot of them are importing it from China, or maybe buying it from local wholesalers or importers. But they're not just sellers. They are buyers. Okay, if you offer them the right deals, then they would put money into that stock and sell it. You know, they are all these sellers on eBay and Amazon are all potential buyers. Okay, not all of them, because a lot of them just buy and sell second-hand stuff. But there's a lot of sellers on there that sell brand new products, you know, hundreds of thousands. And all these sellers on eBay and Amazon are your potential buyer. Okay, they are your potential buyers. There's a lot of big eBay sellers. There's a lot of big Amazon sellers. And a lot of them, again, are specific to specific product categories. So you get a lot of big eBay shops that are specific to, certain product categories. Big eBay sellers that might sell sports products. Maybe big Amazon sellers that sell DIY products, for example, etc. So there's big sellers on there that are specific to certain product categories. All they sell is a range of products within a specific product category. If you find some inventory that is related to that specific product category that they sell, then they are a potential buyer of that surplus inventory. They could actually sell that in their eBay shop or Amazon shop. Like I say, if it's the right deal, if it's the right price, it could be very tempting for them to buy that inventory, to sell it alongside their regular range of products. So don't look at eBay and Amazon as just these huge platforms full of sellers, okay? No, they are all, nearly all of them who buy new products are potential buyers. They are your potential buyers. I sell to eBay sellers, I sell to Amazon sellers, okay? And a lot of them buy good quantities of inventory, and they are all potential great customers for you, especially the ones that are busy and doing good business on this platform. If they are doing good sales, they are looking for deals. A lot of them are looking for deals. And of course on eBay and Amazon as well, you've got people in the surplus end of the market. You've got discount related sellers on eBay and Amazon who are very general. They will just buy anything that they can buy at the right money and sell on eBay and Amazon. And they're always looking for a deal, guys. If you actually go and find some inventory and it's the right money, you will get some eBay sellers or Amazon sellers very interested in that inventory that you find. Okay, and finally, this might not apply to a lot of you. Website inquiries. So website inquiries, obviously, if you haven't got a website, then this doesn't apply to you. But if you have got a website, then like me, I get lots of inquiries each week. I get lots of inquiries. More inquiries from people that want to buy from me, okay? And the great thing about it is I have the name, the company name, phone number, and then a great question I ask: what products are you interested in? What products are you interested in? So I'm building all these buyer contacts through my website inquiry form. I know what they are looking for. I know what products they're looking for. So what I'm doing is I'm categorizing. I'm putting all these potential buyers into a list, okay, an email list. And that email list is specific to a product category. So if I get a buyer inquiry and they are interested in cosmetics and makeup products, they will go into my list of potential buyers that are looking for cosmetics and makeup products. So whenever I get offered cosmetics and makeup products, I'm going to email them. I'm going to email them the offer. I'm going to send them over the offer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm building lists of potential buyers across specific product categories. General buyers as well. Obviously, you're going to find buyers that are just looking for a deal. They're not even bothered what type of product category it's in. They are just looking for a good deal. They're not bothered what kind of product it is. if it's the right product at the right price, they'll be interested. And then of course, like I teach, you've got specific buyers that are specific to specific product categories. Okay, they only are interested in specific products within a niche, within a specific product category. So that's how you want to be looking for your buyers, guys. Okay, you want to be finding buyers that are related to specific product categories. And it's no good just throwing an offer out to a load of people and hoping for the best. You want to be throwing your offer at people that you know are already selling related products like that you're offering them. Okay, if they're already dealing in that kind of product, then they're going to be half interested, aren't they, guys? Okay, so that is how to find buyers who are going to be hungry. So that's my training on how to find the right buyers who want to buy from you. Follow some of these methods and you will get some results. You will find some new buyers and you will do some good business with these buyers as well. Okay, so keep building your buyer contacts. Now listen, if you want to get into my coaching program on how to get started in this business, buying and selling pallets or truckloads of surplus inventory like a pro, then I'm here to help you get into my training program and actually get into a real future-proof business. If you're interested in getting into my coaching program, guys, click on the button below where I'm inviting people to get a free 30-minute strategy call from me, where I will speak to you over the phone and we'll see if you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you, and let's see if we can get you started in this business of buying and selling surplus inventory. And it's a great business to be involved in. There's no better time to get involved in this business. There's a lot of surplus inventory deals to be done, okay, whichever country you are in. So if you're interested, click on the button below and book a free 30-minute strategy call with me, and let's get you started.